Hey, 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 happy Wednesday. How is everybody doing today? Thank you for being here. It is so good to be here with you guys and my favorite space to talk, Steelers. This is episode 12 now. Jeez, I am just so glad that people are coming back week after week to talk Steelers with me because this is the most fun I have every week is talking Steelers with you guys. There is not a lot of things have happened since last week. Last week we talked about all of the guys that we have picked up in free agency, and now that will kind of leave us room for more speculation into who we will be getting in the draft. It seems like every day there's a different opinion on who we're going to draft first, and it seems like from a linebacker to a cornerback to a wide receiver to an offensive lineman, you guys, I don't even know at this point, like, what we're going to do. I really would like to still see a defense grab from our first pick, but, beggars can't be choosers. What's up, Jared Devil? How are you today? Hey, Sean. I don't know if Sean's here or not, but Sean asked a great question. The coaches had a very important meeting in Arizona the past 2 days, and there are new rules that we could see next season in regards to the games, I guess. I think it's so funny because last year was the first year we really saw boring Thursday night football games, boring Sunday night football games, and even some boring Monday night football games. The primetime games are usually what everyone loves to look forward to. A great matchup, something you can sit down with your popcorn, get a soda, have a beer, whatever you like to drink. And that is what I love mostly about these night games. So I can see where they decided to maybe play on that a little bit, play with it, because a lot of the viewers were unhappy. I'm sure a lot of other teams were unhappy as well. But this is a very new thing, I think, for the NFL when it comes to, maybe the matchups weren't as good as they thought they'd be, because the NFL is so unpredictable, you guys. Like last year was, I think, the first year in a really long time that we've seen a very, very, very unpredictable NFL because the teams who may not have been making waves, they're still trying to figure themselves out, right? But we saw them start to kind of make a name for themselves last year. So with that being said, the Thursday night games, the Sunday night football games, the Monday night football games are still going to be very important to have good games. But I think with this new rule could really help the lack of boredom. But is that just because the audience is bored, or is it because the teams are bored? So let's see. So Sean had a great question. Hey, Makenzie, what is your opinion on NFL owners trying to flex games from Sunday to Thursday nights, even though it could mean some teams have 2 while others have 0? Competitive imbalance in safety. So, Sean, you make a really good point here. It seems as if a game isn't going to be predictable enough that, or if they think, oh, maybe it's going to be a blowout, maybe that's why they would probably lean towards this decision. But it's so weird to me. It's like they listen to what the audience is saying, all of these games were so bad, even the commentators, you literally heard the commentators say this is the most boring game. This game is so bad right now. Will it make a difference? We don't know what's happening around the NFL right now. I mean, we do, but we don't know what's going to happen next year. So with that being said, is it a smart decision to hope your team does well on a night game, or maybe say, no, I don't think we're good enough to have a great matchup? Is that a confidence thing with the teams, or is it just a matter of the way the NFL is now? I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that this new rule really matters that much? Because the NFL is becoming so unpredictable, it's very interesting to see the way things are going right now. So, so Sean says, I'm more concerned about player health and safety with multiple short weeks. Yes, that is a very good point. When teams have only 4 days to recover, not even 4 full days to recover from maybe a Sunday night football game, and they have to jump into a Thursday night football game. It gives a lot of room for questions if this is the smartest move, because the audience wants to see a good matchup. Now I understand we always want to see a good matchup, but we know that's not going to be the case. We know we're not going to get a good matchup every single week. So to me, what does it matter? Because like I said, the NFL is so unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen. So Sean, you also say, and with forcing it on teams be a bench of current CBA, forcing it on teams with a breach of current CBA. I don't know. I don't know into that. What's up, Dante and Kyler? What's up? Hope you are doing good as well. What do you guys think of this new rule? Do you think that it's kind of like the audience getting their way because they were so bored last year with some of the matchups that were very unpredictable? We're going to use that word a lot. Unpredictable, because the NFL is changing and growing. These teams that we haven't seen be good in a while, they are becoming good. And that doesn't mean that, their matchup is going to be the best matchup we're going to see all season every single time. We are going to see blowouts. I promise you, every single week we will still see a blowout. But does it still matter enough to change the schedule around? I want to know what you guys think, because I think that they should focus on other rules other than this. That's just my opinion. If they want to talk about like changing rules or adding stuff, man, why don't we go into the overtime? I still think that the overtime rule is still silly overtime rule, but that's just me. Sean says Thursday night boring game with Rams, got Faker Mayfield a contract with the Suscaneers. Thursday night boring game with Rams. Interesting. So you're saying that last year's game with the Rams was boring, and it's going to be just as boring now that he's with the Buccaneers? Elaborate a little bit more for me. Jonathan and Kyler say, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, every team plays Thursday, so how much competitive unfairness is there? I definitely would be for getting rid of it, but I'm indifferent. So you believe that if the teams have the right to choose or opt out or flex, if you will, do you think it's kind of unfair? Because you're going into a game knowing you're going to blow out the other game, but we know what's going to happen week to week. Last year we saw the Colts beat the Chiefs, I'm pretty sure. And the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. And the Colts are bad. So, you guys, I don't know how important it is going to be for this rule to be in effect. Whether we have it or not, I don't think it changes the way that the games are going to be played in the NFL, but that's just me. Dante and Kyler say, you would rather worry about the concussions, though. That seemed more prevalent last year. No one from the top of the NFL seems to be talking about. That is a very good point, Dante and Kyler. How many quarterbacks got not just one out due to a concussion, but one out twice due to either being in the concussion protocol or actually getting 2 concussions? We saw what happened with Kyler Murray. Not Kyler Murray. Oh, my goodness. I see Kyler's name right there. I'm so sorry. Tua. We saw what happened with Tua. Tua went down twice. And it was very, 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 very scary to watch. And I'm pretty sure the audience doesn't want to see that happen again. So would you rather have a crappy game, or would you rather have your players be safe? I think it's a no-brainer here. We need to focus on the players and their rest, because what if next week comes, they have back to this could really impact the recovery process with these football players, because if you have an unexpected flex, you're not as prepared as you were mentally going into the week, because you know your schedule week after week after week, right? You know what you're going into. However, if you add this element into it, these are going to be the questions are going to raise on how smart this rule or how effective this rule really is. Who does it benefit? Does it benefit the audience who's watching the games, or is it benefiting the players? I don't think it's benefiting the players. What do you guys think? Andy, how are you, sir? Haven't heard from you in a while. I'm doing great. Welcome to my Steelers podcast. Everybody, welcome Andy into Ask Makenzie chat. Dante Kyler say exactly. You don't want to see another DeMar Hamlin, anything close to it. It's a game, not a war. Exactly. Sean says, didn't Tua get hurt on Sunday and play Thursday night? I don't know how. Maybe I haven't looked into. I don't know that the details behind that much. But yeah, literally, case in point, it doesn't matter. 2 concussions. Just 2 concussions alone, but within 4 days, you guys. It's really interesting to see what's happening. They don't want to do anything about I don't know, like the concussion protocol should be a very, very important topic. I suffered from a concussion in college, and it affected how I played my last year. And I can only imagine how tough it is on these men that are wearing helmets and constantly getting hit in the head day after day after day. So I say we protect the players, you guys. I don't know. What would happen. Dante and Kyler say, how was Florida? I couldn't stop by for that stream. It's okay. It was great. It was a great getaway. I saw my family. I had a great relaxing break from the cold. Like, LA is still cold, you guys. It's like a high of 60. And, well, the sun's actually out today. It's been raining for the past few days. So that's good. I got to come home to rain last night. I got back last night. And, yeah, so I'm waiting for the warm weather now. It's fine. But you guys, I think we have another important topic we want to talk about related to the Steelers in the way of how it will affect us when we play them. But the Ravens, what the heck is going on with Lamar Jackson and them not them not coming to an agreement? Lamar feeling like he, should be elsewhere now. And with Lamar out of the AFC North, potentially, what does that say for the Steelers? Last year, it was a very, again, I'm going to use this word all day, you guys, unpredictable. Very unpredictable season last year, especially with us having a rookie quarterback. Now we have Kenny going into year 2 with experience. He still has to go up against Deshaun Watson, though. Our team isn't safe until the game is over, is what I'd like to say. Because we can all sit here and say and speculate, Lamar's gone. We're gonna beat the Ravens both games. Yeah, it'd be great to be confident and say that, but we are going to beat the Ravens with or without Lamar Jackson. I think we have a good chance of winning the AFC North next year. I don't really care. Honestly, do you guys think that Deshaun Watson is best days are behind him, or do you think his best days are still ahead of him? Because that could also determine how we play next year and against the Browns. The Bengals lost some key players this year. I don't think the Bengals are going to be as big of a threat. I honestly don't think of them as a threat. I just kind of laugh in their face. Everybody gets all mad and angry about the Bengals being rude to us, but I just laugh it off. It's just so funny that they think that they're, on our level when clearly they're not. Dante and Kyler say, I know that people bring up the fact that Lamar hasn't done all that well against the Steelers, but that's just because the Ravens don't match up well against us. They never will. It's the Ravens and the Steelers is always going to be a rivalry of the unknown because we don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to take you back to Christmas a few years ago. Remember when the Ravens and the Steelers were playing and we were just going back and forth, scoring touchdown. We scored with a minute left in the game. That is how it is always going to be with the Ravens. Now, without Lamar on the team, do you think it'll be easier for us to win? No. We played against Tyler Huntley last year. I wouldn't put it past us if we did crush the Ravens next year. But then, again, we have to see what pans out with Lamar. So, Lamar is the reason the Ravens were above us in the division. Yeah, and now without him, does that put the Pittsburgh Steelers in a bit better position to win the AFC North next year? All in my case in point. So, love it. Sean says Watson may have some more good days if he has more special massages than the other than that. He's just a guy. That's so funny. I don't think he's gonna have his best days ahead of him. I think, God, it's so interesting to see what's gonna happen with Sean Watson. I don't know, but let's see. Dante and Kyle say, I have such conflicted feelings on the Bengals. I'm an LSU fan and I love Burrow at LSU, but I hate the Bengals. Listen, I'm all for talent. I love talent. I think Joe Burrow is very, very talented. I just think the Bengals have an ego to them that they really need to drop because they can't touch us. They're not us. They wish they were us. They think that they went to the Super Bowl once. They're better than the Steelers. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The Bengals are not better than the Steelers because they went to the Super Bowl, and that's what they walk around like. Did anybody see that picture of? I think it was one of the players flicking off Minka, and he was proud of that. Are you serious? You're proud of flicking off a player that you lost to that game. Very interesting. Very interesting. Robert. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Lamar doesn't want to face TJ because he knows he's going to get sacked. He knows he's going to get sacked. Yeah, that's just a matter. Lamar doesn't want to face TJ. No one wants to face TJ. Who wants to face TJ? He's scary. He'll take you down. Dante says, I wouldn't be shocked if Lamar sits out. I get hot viewpoints. I mean, Deshaun Watson shouldn't be getting more money than Lamar, but he should also have an agent. Yeah. So it's a two-way street. Lamar not having an agent puts him at a disadvantage. We were hearing talks today I was listening to the Pat McAfee show earlier today, and they were saying that, well, maybe if Lamar had an agent, then they would have come to an agreement that they would be happy with the Ravens. And because he doesn't have an agent, the negotiation process isn't the same. So all Lamar has is tweeting out a tweet in the middle of the NFL coaches meeting while Jim Harbaugh is talking and completely blindsiding your coach. That's his move. That's what he thinks is going to help him get a contract, or maybe he's just over it. I mean, at the point of being over it, he's probably going to sit out if they keep him around. So we probably will see Huntley next year. Jacoby Brissett played better than Watson last year. Watson is not the same. Agreed. Jacoby Brissett is a good player, and I think that they had some good games with Jacoby, but I again, you guys, Deshaun Watson, I think he's just washed. I think he's washed. Dante and Kyler say, Bengals can't say anything until they even win a Super Bowl. Talk is cheap. Yeah, you can go to a Super Bowl you won. You can continuously lose, but that's still not going to make you better than us. We got 6 rings. How about you? Who day? Who are you? Get it? The last time the Steelers played in Cincy, the Bengals still left in the Escalooser. That's so funny. I like your puns. Jamar Chase got that picture painting. Okay, so that's what it was from. I saw that and I was like, who's flicking off Minka? Because that's really funny. Oh, God, Jamar Chase. Yeah, you're good, but come on, man. Come on, man. You can do better than that. You like seeing the Ravens blindsided. It is entertaining. Are you kidding me? It's the funniest thing ever. I was laughing my butt off. Seeing Lamar calculating his moves and tweeting this while his head coach is in the coach's meeting, and then the coach being blindsided by reporters. Coach, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Coach being like, huh? Can you imagine what was going through his head, Harbaugh's head, when he saw that? Oh, my goodness. It seems like the Ravens are not on the same page right now, and that is making every Steelers fan just so happy. Love it. Dumb question. No dumb questions. I know the Bengals say who day, but didn't they steal that from the Saints? Probably. They probably started using that because they never had the recognition that they've had before. And now that they came out of nowhere and went to a Super Bowl, people are like, who are the Bengals? Who are they? That's probably where it came from. I don't see. In 2005, after a wild card game, Cowher says said who day team we day who day they think they're gonna beat them Bengals we day. Wait, okay. Who day team we day who day think they gonna beat them Bengals we day. What? What does that? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. All right, you guys. Do you guys have any idea on who we're gonna draft? Do you guys want to? Do you have any speculation on who we're going to draft? I still want to see Joey Porter Jr. get first off the board. We got to make that story happen, you guys. But do you think other teams would be like, no, he belongs with the Steelers. We'll let the Steelers have it. Or do you think someone's going to try and steal Joey Porter Jr.? What do you guys think? Fair warning. Feel free to ignore Andy's comments. He tends to go on a rant about the Raiders because he is a Raiders fan, and I'm pretty sure he's sad that Carr left. So you guys don't have to pay attention to Andy if his comments are. He does this a lot. Is it on YouTube, Sean? Is it what did he say in an interview? Was it a post game interview? Richie, what's up, Richie? How are you today? Joey Porter and DeJuan Jones is your dream scenario. Yeah, you guys. Wait, okay, let me see. DeJuan Jones. Let me see predictions. Okay, we're gonna predict now who we're gonna get. Let's see. Mac, how would you feel if we draft Deonte Banks out of Maryland if PZ is gone by 17? Hey, I'm all good with that. If Joey Porter Jr. is gone by 17, then I'm okay with getting. I'm okay, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Not sure if you watched DK Makenzie, but he was talking about Omar potentially trading. Whoa. When did he say this? Watch DK. Where did he say this on, and when did he say this? Which could be a possibility we need to remember. What are we trading up for? Who would we trade up for? That's a huge, huge, huge thing. You guys. Oh. Was he at the coaches owners meeting or whatever? If we take let's see what she said. If we take a wide receiver, either of our first two picks, I think I might cry. Yeah, you guys, I don't really know if I want a wide receiver off the board first. We really, 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 really should probably focus on other positions like a safety. I think Minka needs somebody, don't we? Don't we? Isn't that true? I think we need a defensive back alongside Minka Fitzpatrick. But because Terrell Edmonds is bye-bye to the Eagles. We need somebody to be with Minka. We need more depth in the safety position, 1,000%, you guys. Were you sad to see Terrell go? I have no clue, but the Steelers really have their eyes on a guy. They might as well just take a shot. Yeah, that's interesting. You know what, Dante and Kyler? I was thinking the exact same thing. I was thinking, would they trade Deontay Johnson? But I don't know. I don't know if that would work because didn't Mike Tomlin come out and say something about Deontay Johnson and like last season about his like performance because of like the two different quarterbacks that he played with? I think he was saying that like he could have gotten a better he could have played better. So let's see. I don't know. I don't think he had a touchdown last year, right, you guys? Is that what it was? I think P2 can be moved to and from the strong safety position from what he said. Okay, well, another reason why we need Joey Porter Jr. on our team is because he is going to be able to learn so much from the vets on our team, you guys. I just hope that we can get him. Oh, man. Draft day is going to be so intense for me. I'm, like, going to be on the edge of my seat. Like, we need to get him. We need to get him. Can't trade DJ because his cap hit too much. Well, there you go. Tomlin would never say if they were looking at trading a player, though, I feel like. No. I mean, he would never. Tomlin likes to... I think Mike Tomlin said the other day, he likes to throw off the media by talking to guys that he didn't like on tape because it throws the media off because they're like probably like, oh, he's talking to so-and-so and so-and-so, and then like he'll have no interest in them. So that's interesting. Very, very interesting. Alrighty. Well, do you guys have any more comments, questions? Ask me anything you want. We got a few more minutes before I have to wrap up. But John says, America's game, 2005 Steelers. Agreed. Yeah, even though he talks like every player. They said don't read into it. You can't read anything. He's trying to make it hard for us to predict these things. Him not going to... Do you find it an issue that he didn't go to USC or Penn State's pro day? What do you guys think about that one? Yo, you're right. That's exactly what Coach T did with Malik Willis. Took him out to dinner and the media went ballistic. But, yeah, I guess. I don't know if it's similar or different, or was he actually interested in him? Do you think if Kenny went off the board before Malik, would we have Malik right now? Would we have Malik right now? I don't know. We could. But Malik, I think he showed that he's not ready to start in the NFL yet. I think that's what we learned from the Titans last year, right? Because then Josh Jacobs wouldn't have played so well. Oh, 100%. I want Joey Porter Jr. first. Always. Always, always, always. We love to see Nittany Lions come to the Steelers. 100%. If either were gone, we're gonna go defensive lineman. I think any of those are great. I really am not keen on grabbing a wide receiver because we do have depth in that area right now. We need more depth in other areas, other positions, you know? What do you guys think about next season and as a whole right now, like looking into next season? Do you think the AFC is going to be the most competitive that it's been in a while? Because with Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets, that's going to stir up a lot if the Jets are able to literally go from the bottom of their division to the top of their division. That would be very cool to see, you guys. Very, very cool to see. Fun fact, I went to my first Penn State game when I was 1 year old. My family has season tickets, and we've been going there since I was a baby. I was the one that was dressed up in the Penn State cheerleader outfit when I was a kid. So, yes, I've been going to games my whole life. I love, love, love Penn State football. I think Joe Paterno is the best coach I've ever lived. $17 and $32 pick is going to be interesting and exciting. Very exciting. I'm just super excited for the whole draft as a whole. Joey Porter Jr. got invited to the draft, you guys, obviously. Why wouldn't he? That'll be exciting to see him live. We're easily an 11-win team. As much as I'm excited to see the passing game improve, the run game is what I'm dying to see. You guys, yeah, we saw last season the run game take a turn for the better in a sense because Najee picked up things up. Our O-line did get better. This year could be the year that we really, really, really see our run game come to life. And we can see Najee flourish and bloom into the the man that he is. But, all right, you guys, I am about to go to a writing meeting. If anyone has anything else to say, let me know. What do you think? We have about a month until the draft. About a month. And there's only so much preparation we can do mentally for it. Wasn't Franco Harris a Penn State? Yeah, you are right about that. Franco Harris is a Penn Stater. Yes, sir. All right, you guys, I'm outie. Super cool to be here again with you guys. Thank you for being here and allowing me to talk my favorite team with you guys. You guys are the best. Hope to see you again next week. And as Sean says, and how we all like to say, here we go, Steelers.